Hey guys, so I'm on break right now, came back to the Corvair and the battery's dead. So while I'm charging that up, I decided to do a few other things around the car, mainly just cosmetic stuff, detailing, got the paint looking nice and shiny, original paint, and I'm also thinking about just doing minor stuff in the inside. Let's take a look. So what are these things? You see these two little vent looking things right now? Well, in these older cars, especially if you didn't have AC, you had no breeze coming in, you had no air, you boiled to death. So there's these things on both sides. Basically, you pull them and it opens up the vent down here. So this side over here is clogged. I'm gonna take out that vent, clean it out. But also, if you look on this side, this one's all kind of rusty looking, so I'll probably hit them with a little bit of black paint. Just do a little cosmetic, I guess, cosmetic upgrade. Not really an upgrade, but, you know, just make it look a little bit better than what it is now. Let's hope that goes well. One thing I'm super happy about is how well the paint polished up. I mean, now we have a reflection out of it, and it only took a little bit of polish and wax and whatnot and a wash. And it looks 10 times better than it was before. I mean, before you really couldn't get a reflection out of it. Now, I'm not saying the reflection is perfect, but obviously you still have little marks over here and faded and whatnot from just being original paint. And this is a 1960 model, so, you know, having imperfect paint is not unheard of. So I'm pretty happy with it as is now. You can always polish up a little bit more, but overall, I'm liking it. As we're talking about cosmetic stuff, battery charging right now, but touched up the engine and the tin and whatnot with some black paint, and it looks great. I need to get over here by the battery tray, but other than that, I think everything looks nice and black. I still need to get a little bit of the blue out of the white walls. Obviously, when they ship it, they put kind of a blue protective coating over it. I washed it, I scrubbed it a little, but I'm liking the white as it was meant to be. Just I gotta clean that up a bit itself and get the blue out. So I'm taking out these little air vents right now. The one on the right, it's in better condition. The screws are, you know, shiny and nice, easy to come out. The one on the left, top screw's missing. The bottom one is pretty rusty, so I just hit it with some PB Blaster. So down here, PB Blaster is putting in some work. Top one's missing, but like I said, the ones over here are in a lot better condition and are coming out a lot easier. So like I said, this thing is just held in by two screws, one up there, one down there. Let's take a look at all the crud that's in there. I don't even know what that is. I mean, some of them look like leaves. Could be something dead in there, for all I know. But I'm just gonna get the shop vac out and just vacuum that up. Let's see some magic happen. So for that cleaning job just now, obviously this was a little bit too wide for the hole I needed to get in. So I'll teach you guys a little tip of something I did. It's also always important to have the right size of, I guess, tube so you can get into spots. But if you don't, I just found a little piece of pipe with this diameter. And if I go to put it in here, obviously it's a lot thinner and it's not going to have the suction you need to get out the leaves and crud and whatnot. So I wrapped it with a towel, and so when you put it in here, it fits in and the towel insulates it and kind of seals it up. So that's how you could kind of extend the vacuum tube and get into smaller places if you don't have one of those smaller tips. But it worked, and it actually worked pretty well. So I just wanted to say why these vents are very important to clean out. If they're clogged up and when it rains, the water has to go somewhere. And if it can't find an empty passageway because of all the leaves, then you're prone to have leaks in your interior. It gets all of your carpet, forms mold, mildew, whatnot. So keep those drains cleared. This goes for most cars, but especially these with these vents, these air vents, since they don't have AC. Also, I'd say just make sure the rubber around your windshield is clear. Yeah, just the main drains. So usually when you're gonna spray something like this, clearly this one looks a lot better than this one, but this one still has some pit marks and whatnot. This one's a lot more rusted. When you're gonna spray something, you really want the paint to adhere, and when it has all these rusts and pit marks, the paint won't adhere as well. So what we're gonna do is just kind of rough the paint up around here, try to get out some of those rust marks, so that way when we spray the layer of paint, it'll stick to it better, and you won't have problems of it flaking off or not looking, textured when it's done drying. So I have these vents all etched up, and I have my black paint. Just do a little test run over there. Shake it up, and let's give it a hit with a few coats. So I'm just going to do a few coats of that. It's important to make sure I get it from all angles. I'll flip it over, get it from the back too, so that way, when you're looking at it, there's no spots that are unpainted. Also, it's important just do this in a well-ventilated area. Doing this outside. Although I'm in the garage right now, door is open. You don't want to die of paint fumes or anything. And even when you're etching the vents or spraying, wear a mask. Paint fumes and just the dust from etching it, all the rust, you don't want to be inhaling all that stuff. So just take precautions when you're doing things like this. Just finished getting everything back together, put the vents back on, they're all sprayed in nice. Let's check them out. So we have this one. This one was the one that was pretty good already. Just looks a bit shinier, nice. This one was the one that wasn't that nice, but I think it looks 10 times better than what it was before. It's not perfect, but I mean, there's a big difference, and that's what I'm happy about. Thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more cool videos. Be doing more repair videos, detailing videos with this car and others. So just stay tuned, some cool content to come. Thanks.